It was Friday, May 30th. In Wenatchee, Washington, the sun had just started to dip below the hills. 9-year-old Paityn, 8-year-old Evelyn, and 5-year-old Olivia Decker packed their bags, not knowing it would be the last time they'd ever leave their home. They were heading out with their father, Travis Decker, for a scheduled visit, one granted by the court despite his known history of homelessness and declining mental health. By 10 p.m. that night, their mother, Whitney Decker, was frantic. The girls hadn't come home. She called the police. But despite the urgency, no Amber Alert was issued. Authorities said it didn't meet the criteria. No sign of danger yet. Who were the Deckers? Travis and Whitney were once married, 7 years. But things fell apart. He struggled after leaving active military service, eventually joining the Washington National Guard. By 2021, he had stopped showing up to drills altogether and was pending a disciplinary discharge. Travis had military training, infantry, paratrooper, ranger qualified. He could survive in the woods for weeks without being found. And that's exactly what many fear he's doing right now. Whitney, meanwhile, was doing everything she could to raise her daughters. She never saw Travis as dangerous, troubled, yes, but not someone who would ever hurt their kids. The court agreed, and so the visit was granted. The last known signal from Travis's truck led investigators deep into the forests near Rock Island Campground west of Leavenworth. If you've never been there, imagine this. Rugged trails winding through towering pines, the sound of Wenatchee River rushing nearby, birds overhead, and not a soul for miles. It's a place where people go to get lost or to disappear. On June 2nd, deputies found Travis's truck abandoned near the campground. The scene was eerily still. No signs of struggle, no calls for help, just heavy silence of the trees. Hours later, in the underbrush, the girls' bodies were found. 3 sisters taken far from home, taken from life. The shock hit the community like a wave. Why wasn't there an Amber Alert? Why did the system greenlight visitation despite Travis's worsening condition? And how does someone with a documented mental health history get unsupervised access to 3 children? That same day, a warrant was issued for Travis Decker's arrest, first for custodial interference, then for triple homicide. He hasn't been seen since. He's believed to be using military training to hide. Authorities say he's dangerous and possibly armed. If you see him, do not approach. Call 911. Whitney Decker's world shattered, the kind of grief that can't be described. She trusted the process, followed every rule, and still it cost her everything. She's since spoken out. She's not just mourning, she's fighting to hold accountable every agency, every decision maker, every gatekeeper who failed to act. A GoFundMe campaign launched by the family has raised over $50,000 to help Whitney with legal and funeral expenses, but no amount of money will bring her daughters back home. Paityn loved reading. Evelyn wanted to be a veterinarian. Olivia, the youngest, was the sunshine of the family, full of giggles and sparkle. They were students at Lincoln Elementary, where grief counselors are now helping classmates process the loss. 3 young girls lost in the woods, not by accident, but by a decision, by delay, by failure. This wasn't just a tragedy, it was preventable. A court system signed the papers, law enforcement waited, and an Amber Alert was denied. And now we bury 3 sisters. Thank you for watching. Reminder that the father's still on the run. Make sure you check out iCkEdMeL.com to stay updated with my stories and coverage. iCkEdMeL, my main YouTube page, and also iCkEdMeL clips where you'll see stories like this and highlights. I appreciate your support, and also make sure you sign up to the mailing list for when I don't have any notifications left. You'll always be informed and alerted. Take care.